Usually, when we talk about self-discovery, it's framed as this like massive dramatic journey, right? Like you have to move to a cabin in the woods to find your true purpose.
Right, totally.
But today we're doing a deep dive into a blog post by Carrie Masadi, and it asks a much quieter, honestly sharper question. And that is, when did you stop feeling like yourself? So our mission today is to unpack the psychology of self-neglect.
Yeah, and figure out how to reclaim your identity using nothing more than, well, your morning routine, honestly. Because that question, it completely stops you in your tracks.
It really does.
It assumes you already know the answer, you just haven't admitted it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly hadn't. But when she asked, when did you stop feeling like yourself? I actually had an answer immediately.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, for me, it was working from home during COVID. You know, my idea of dressing up became putting on the sweatpants that didn't have a coffee stain on the knee.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. We've all been there.
Right. I just stopped doing my hair. I stopped putting on jewelry. I just started choosing whatever was easy over what was intentional.
And what's fascinating is how that feels in the moment. Because, you can be doing everything right. You're getting your work done. Your life looks completely appropriate on paper. But there's this subtle feeling that something is just off.
Yes, exactly.
It isn't that your life is falling apart. It's just that something feels missing.
But wait, I need to push back on that a little bit because losing your identity sounds like a catastrophic event, you know? I struggled with this part of the blog at first because I kept thinking, well, isn't wearing jewelry or doing your hair just superficial?
Right. Like, how does that really matter?
Exactly. How does missing a nail appointment translate into not knowing who you are?
It sounds like a massive leap, but it really comes down to the underlying psychology of how we build our self-image. Because behaviorally, our identity is closely tied to our daily rituals.
Okay, so it's tied to the habit itself.
Yeah, exactly. When you skip the necklace or the makeup, you aren't just saving 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're neurologically signaling to yourself that your personal expression just isn't a priority today.
Oh.
And over time, that rewires your self-image. One of Carrie's main insights is that you don't actually lose yourself. You just stop expressing yourself.
Hmm.
The shift happens so gradually through these tiny decisions where practicality quietly overrides personality.
That makes perfect sense. It's like a muscle you stop flexing, right?
100%.
You don't lose the muscle overnight, but by choosing the easy route every day, it slowly atrophies until you barely recognize your own strength.
It's like getting so used to looking in a foggy mirror that you forget what a clear reflection looks like.
That is such a good analogy. You just accept the blur.
Right, you just accept it. I don't think you wake up one day and lose yourself. I think you slowly stop choosing yourself.
Wow. Yeah. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, that is actually an incredibly empowering realization.
How so? Because if the fade happened through small, easy choices, it can be rebuilt the exact same way. The way out is literally the same as the way in.
Oh, I love that. And this made me realize why Carrie's story about her experience with Park Lane resonated so much with me.
Right, the getting on camera part.
Yes, she talked about how having a reason to get on camera forced her to actually get ready. And reading that made it click for me.
Because it forces intention.
Exactly. Like how adding just a piece of jewelry or taking the time to get ready with real intention, it changes your entire physical presence for the rest of the day. You stand differently, you speak differently.
You really do. I love how Carrie explained that it's not about effort, it's about recognition.
Yes,
About
exactly.
looking in the mirror and thinking, there I am.
There I am. Not, will I look professional on this video call, but just there I am. Because getting ready isn't about who sees you. It is entirely about how you see yourself.
So if you're listening to this and realizing you haven't put on your favorite watch or necklace in a month, I want to challenge you.
Ooh, I like a challenge.
Yeah. Tomorrow morning, notice just one small moment where you can choose yourself differently. Wipe the condensation off that foggy mirror. Because if losing yourself is just a series of skipped steps, what magic might happen if you take just one step back toward who you really are?
If this conversation feels a little too familiar, you'll really want to read Carrie's full blog.
And before we go, think about this. If your external routine shapes your internal identity, what does the uniform you chose to wear today say about the person you expect to be tomorrow?
You can read the full blog and explore more of Carrie's favorites and sparkle tools at thesparklelounge.com.